to get involved and borrow and spend to be involved, Abby.
Actually, I'll look up the rock. I don't know the answer to that.
America's broke, 37 trillion in funded debt, 100 trillion in unfunded debt. The time of doing military police and international interventions is over.
I don't often like to tell other people what to do, but do we have to keep him around? Seriously?
I can just come back in private mode, Marshall. Do you get that thing dry cleaned?
Autistic crap. Oh my god, you fucking ape. Shut the fuck up. Wait, you know.
We got him! This has been Pepe the Movie again.
Hold on. What? No, he's dead. He came back on another account, by the way.
I'm back, everybody. This is John for Congress.com. You can kick me out all you want. I can come right back and anonymous and live stream you to YouTube. The John for Congress show. Oh my God. What a waste of time.
As a percentage that somebody has these 501c3s, around 70 to 80%. Yeah, I'm down for that. One thing I teach you guys is not to retain.
Do we have to keep him? Okay, this is the John Kitover for Congress show.
I told you I experienced you in the most coherent way.
I'm in a one-party consent state.
I can only, like, tell you,
Okay, this is live streaming Pepe Room in Clown's Clubhouse. Told Abby that we got a big donor direct. They're going around Apex's back. That was hilarious. Okay, this is the John Kitover podcast. We're going to do this for like 25 minutes, and then I'm going to break and go file some affidavits and do some responses here. And then after that, I'm going to go to the gym. So I hope you're all having a fabulous pre-Shabbos celebration. This is Candidate John. It's a lonely world out there, but the truth is, in that loneliness, there is extreme peace. And if you had to listen to the highly neurotic people of Clubhouse waste all their time getting their little dopamine feedback loops in, you realize soon that most people are not transforming, they're not developing, they're not changing, they're not in the way of the dial, they're not in any kind of a great way. I hate to roast people. I like that saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. However, I take things a little personally when I get targeted, attacked, punched and kicked. When I get punched and kicked, guess what? I punch and kick back. And here in a safe space like Clubhouse, if you can't be a little cruel, if you can't make fun of people a little bit, well, it's just not going to be very funny because deprecation and insults are funny. That's how you actually get a laugh. And it's a gag. Sometimes comedy can hurt. And the truth is, without that hurt, unfortunately, you might not achieve success in comedy. You could achieve success, though. I'm not saying that Jay Leno and Jerry Seinfeld didn't achieve huge success being the nice guy. However, when times are tough, sometimes a comedian has to roast. So welcome back. This is John. I have recorded these people for many years now. They cannot escape my gaze. So I actually don't have an anonymous backup right now. Makes me think maybe I should activate one of my phones and get the anonymous going. There's a website where you can get telephone numbers. I think it's like test-numbers.com.
One person is so spot
So this morning, Mikhail messaged me in the chat and wrote all this nasty shit to me, and I screenshotted it, and it's the perfect example of projection, where it's just self-talk. He's talking to himself. It's pretty amazing. You want to hear what he wrote?
Yeah, I would even enjoy it if you sent it to me back down.
I can probably just screenshot it on here. I mean, actually just put it as my PTR, if I can find it. Okay, we're going to listen to the poetry. Land of the bluest heaven, studded with silver. Castles bleak and bitter as the wrath of ocean, wasted all and tower as the blast had risen, taken deep in Don John, and hurled them earthward, rent and uprooted. Such rock ruins, people be tribes and nations, kings and queens and princes as periods dawning, bravest day and true and a happy people lulled into freedom. Nations past the stormy of times of tyrants, past the sudden spark of a great rebellion, past the iron gates that are thrust asunder not without bloodshed, past the rule of might and the rule of... Okay, hope you enjoy. This is candidate Congressman John Kitover bringing you another amazing magical poem to defeat the rhino, the COVID-19 vaccine liar. It's not a vaccine, it's a gene therapy injection. And we are going to defeat Darren LaHood in the 16th district, but without your help, without your support, it will be a challenge, and we need you to like this video now, subscribe to this YouTube account now, leave a comment, take those fingers now, and comment. This is poetry for you. Such rock ruins, people meet tribes, and... Okay, hope you enjoy.
On the scene until they were able to...
Retaliation. Not retaliation, sir.
And reinfuse ourselves with this very... They know.
That's mostly the what?
Yet it's the setup. Welcome, Scooby. I'm going on a date from a dating app called Hinge. I know you know what it is. She's a liberal. Her nose is pierced, but she's cute. 24 and nearly 6 foot tall. We're gonna see if she can touch her toes. Oh, that was verse 6. Great feasts of lamb, pork, and ox, of all essentialities and connections. By refusing touching freely as muddy water. But today, who can remain patient while the mud so gradually clears? Who can remain still while the moment for action so slowly emerges? Who, we observers of the great integrity, who in our times, like those ancient, when we become one, deeply lose our way, we become when Qigong sculpts sinew. No. All broad of nothingness in favor and deceiver. Too dark, be purged of coercion, allow seconds of damnation. Emotions out. That account has 8,000 videos on it. The most popular video is of King Thaddeus here in Jefferson Park, a now deceased homeless man, unfortunately. My Free Palestine video has 5,000 views now.
On the scene until they were able to place them with Guardian.
Comment right now. We are going to defeat Darren LaHood in the 16th district. Darren LaHood is a liar, a fraudster, and a scammer. And we need you to like, share, subscribe, and comment right now on this video. This poem is called The Storm. In the sorrow of the silence of the sunset, when the world's heart sinks to sleep, and the waking wind arises from the wedding monsters rise around us as we move in moving mist. Slow wait. So wait, who's Joe Sahana? Free USA from Israel. That swims musing low, wherever we wist, moves northward in the grey, mysterious. Get some comedy points in here.
World War II. I gave you so many chances, bro. I said
10 chance because you're possibly getting me in.
we want to fuck the stage trying to talk to me. And you don't know what the fuck we talking about. No, there's honey badger know what he's talking about. And
Hey, Honey Badger. Honey Badger. Hey, Honey Badger, I got a book club room going on. We read books in the book club. Some people love to talk about Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad all the time, but they never read their books to us on this app. They just give us their opinion, which is like kind of a little bit of their memory from the books that they've read. But nonetheless, nobody actually does what they call reading books. And in these books, supposedly, if it's the greatest book in the world, and it's so true, and it's 100% right, and everybody should be reading it, well, they don't even read it themselves. So, honey, aren't you actually wasting your time with people who aren't in the book club? And instead, you know, they're just playing a gag on you?
yeah, shut the fuck up. Fuck on stage. That's what the fuck we gonna do. That's what we gonna do.
That's what we gonna do.
And she, like, they've done AI interviews with the Graham Norton show of this actress, and they have PR kits with her, and they have artificial movies made with her, shorts and things like that. Yeah, she's 100% real. And the actors are flipping out because they're like, you won't replace us. They're gonna think they're gonna use a union to save their jobs. They're not gonna use a union to save their jobs. Ultimately, they will be replaced. The secret stream. We're gonna figure it out. Like, they can use this whole idea, but they already exist. Computers to make actors take cost much less than $1 million film.
To breathe like sleep and give him rest. He lives and suffers spoon between the sea and the moon. So wait, you guys believe in the ego? Because you know it's a concept, right? It's not in the real world. Can't touch an ego, can't taste an ego, can't smell an ego, can't feel an ego, can't see it. It's a concept. So therefore, it's not real. There's no such thing as an ego. It's a concept. In the real world, it doesn't exist.
How's your political run going?
It's going great. We're at 1,130 signatures. Mike Moon is one of our top 10 donors, and we are 100% confident.
If I'm one of your top 10 donors, I give you $20.
Yeah, that puts you at number 10, I think. You get, but like you pair with a bunch of other people. Joe B mailed me $20 in the mail just to say, "Hey, I know where you live, punk." And I said, "Punk." I said, "You old bitch, I'm a candidate."
I did it not because I necessarily believe in you, but because what
You say you believe in me, that we have aligning political values.
we have some, we have a lot, but also like I would do it just for shits and giggles at that level, just to give you a chance, like to say I know the guy that did that, and there he is, to see you on TV. I don't know, there's like I would do it anyway.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit like picking horses, but you know, Darren LaHood has $10 million. I've got $40. No, I got $340 left in the campaign account, and we have spent close to $2,000 so far. We've spent $1.50 a signature up in Rockford, and man, these ballots, they smell so bad because the main gatherer smokes cigarettes that when I take them out of the packaging next time, I'm wearing plastic gloves and I have to get them notarized. So I also have to inform the bank manager, hey, FYI, you're not going to want to put these on your desk in your office. We're going to need to do this like on a piece of plastic because these petitions smell that bad from cigarettes. It's disgusting.
Oh wow, people still smoke cigarettes. Nice.
Yeah, the team that got the cigs. Anyways, going back to your title, the problem is the word because. And the fact is, there's no such thing as an ego. There's never been an ego. And it's a concept. You could call it Freudian hypnosis, but the concept of an ego death, that implies there's something called an ego. So the ego death is really just humility and awe of the universe and the fact that we only have hours and so many breaths to take and so many days and weeks and everyone in this room is going to disappear completely in mere hours, and then a whole new generation of new people will fill the ranks. But I'm just saying, I hope you all have a great Friday. Health, wealth, love.
Speaking of disappear.
Transgenders exchanges and
I forgot, this is the
they
great
were
show.
forcing ideologies onto the youth. Does that sound familiar to you? I mean, isn't this something that America has been witnessing for the past 15 years? I mean, I can actually go deeper in context of what Hitler was actually going up against. That's why I like to always state out loud, his enemy truly wasn't Zionist Jews. It was Bolsheviks. It was the Bolsheviks. It was those people that did that to Germany and Austria in that region. Same group of individuals that.
No, dog, it was Adolf Hitler, man. Hitler fucked the whole world up, dog. Hitler was a National Socialist and a fascist cocksucker faggot with one testicle.
No cheeseburger. Why you doing cheeseburger? Fuck a cheeseburger. I like cheeseburgers. Stop doing it. I'm gonna be over. I'm talking. But nah, I mean, you start understanding things. I know why you was doing that too. That's being sarcastic.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Because mine's flying in Germany. Fucking Rothschilds, bro. What are you talking about?
Rothschild.
It was all because of what happened during Pearl Harbor. America did not go into the war because of the Holocaust or what was going on in Germany. Also, the Prescott Bush and came up with a scheme called the business plot, aka the Wall Street push. I was telling you about this before, where they recruited 500,000 people, soldiers within the U.S. to overthrow the president at that time, which I think was Wilson or somebody, and the Smugs Eggers Butley or something.
Man, TJ, if you knew the truth, you wouldn't even be talking right now, brother.
Hey, listen, I'm just telling you, your podcast killer here, DJ. He's funny as hell. So what happened was they hired a general to lead this charge on D.C. They wanted to overthrow the government because of the families at the time that was involved in the military-industrial complex was itching for that money. They wanted to get involved, right? And the American government was trying to move another way because of what just happened in World War I, right? We're trying to move ahead, isolate ourselves, be peaceful. But when they found out about this plot, it must have been so intricate that the U.S. government actually turned around, paid Prescott Bush, and Butler Smedley, whatever his name is, I'm going to give y'all his correct name in a little bit. He actually...
Smedley Butler. War is a racket.
Hey, so he went to the Congress and told them, yo, they about to try to do this to the government. The government then folded, paid Prescott Bush the money, and boom, before you know it, we was into World War II, and those families, bankrolls started rolling.
Ford was selling Nazi Germany Ford engines for their trucks.
Oh, yeah. Slapping the blue up was on everything. IBM, too.
Coca-Cola was selling Coca-Colas to the Nazis while they're flying their bomber missions and drinking Coca-Colas.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't want neither side in my damn neighborhood. Antifa was not pro-black. These motherfuckers was burning up any and everything. You even have black people that's inside the neighborhood saying, what the fuck are these white folks doing? Like, these motherfuckers have out of my neighborhood.
You had black men with their guns out. You had black men.
The Boogaloos? What about the Juggalos?
Man, I'm trying to get some funny counties finished. My bad. My main point is, I don't fuck with either side coming into the neighborhood and duking it out inside of a black neighborhood that they're trying to get rid of and gentrify. Cause I see this from a real estate developer.
Redline!
We tear down the shit so we can get it for cheap and we can be able to pick up the pieces while giving the illusion that we're moving so further along and further ahead. Since the BLM riots, how much gain and progress that black lives got?
Man, you still got some signs up outside of churches that say Black Lives Matter, but that's about it.
The year of 2020 was supposed to be about progressing the black community. It seemed like once 2020 hits and Biden got in, it was
we gotta get reparations for every African American in this country. $200,000 minimum.
Let me finish cooking real quick.
Can't get reparations if you're indigenous.
Hey, Sean, let me school you on something.
They got casinos, tax breaks, they got their own country. Why can't black people have their own country?
Listen, real quick. The Boogaloo, this is official information. They were a part of the BLM whole right. Now, let me tell you, I told y'all what the Boogaloo was in court. Somebody else explained to y'all. The Boogaloo, the term Boogaloo refers to the Second World War, the Second American Revolution, right? And following that is something called accelerationism. The reason why you've seen so much...
George Washington was an accelerationist.
Exactly, because they want to speed up the process of civil unrest.
Freemasons control the world!
I've been telling you how crazy these people are. They were going to help burn down these buildings, do all that. If it would have got real bad, and then they would have turned around and shot the same black people that was out there with them. The whole
Kyle Rittenhouse crossed state lines!
It's called an accelerationist movement. The Boogaloo Boys were actually a part of
Kyle Rittenhouse is a boogaloo!
the movement is still going.
Charlie Kirk was a boogaloo!
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, Charlie Kirk's assassination was an accelerated plot.
Y'all, he's talking like
He does this. He trolls, but when he's trolling, he's actually putting a lot of great points out there. That's why I fuck with him. Like,
Man, I'm just laughing how the January 6th, we still don't know that this is an insider job. Do anybody know who Ray Epps is?
They still haven't come back for it yet.
Man, 2 planes can't bring down 3 skyscrapers. That was an accelerationist.
Portraying white people. Think about what you really insider job. If you know that the feds and all these things are corrupt, and then you said they was out there doing these things, then apparently it was real. Apparently you got on until the corrupt side of the government was trying to show they had.
Barack Hussein Obama was a homosexual getting his dick sucked in his dirty. His wife was a tranny. They CIA agents straight out of Colombia.
January 6th, but they got released from jail and they got pardoned. Correct the mundo. And the U.S. government said that the Boogaloo Boys, some of the members, was a part of January 6th. They were part.
Barack Hussein Toro Obama is a boogaloo boy and an accelerationist. He's building a tower of evil.
Because when they try to spin it the other way to the left and Antifa, they try to take the eyes off of them. It's like, it's them, y'all. It's them. See what they doing? Look what they doing to us. Oh, man, we ain't doing nothing to deserve this. We just so.
Antifa keeps telling the people to question authority and think for themselves. If you want to learn the truth of the earth, you gotta learn how to meditate.
Got immunity. I don't see how John got like immunity.
Because you gotta spend 40 hours a week wasting your time. You don't read books no more. You all got brain rot. So I can come in here, do my little comedy show, make you all giggle and say, oh man, thank God somebody's having a good time. Because everybody here just complain and use the word because.
Relax. Y'all get too excited. We're not here. I just got a text to come here. So I don't know, man. I can see the public here or whatever, but we're moving around. So don't feel like, listen, don't feel like that we're being biased. I wasn't here until I got a text. Okay, so he's off the stage. Y'all can continue, John.
Oh no, I'm back, bro. Ain't nobody gotta text you. If you want to be mad about it.
Hey, Mark Breeze, don't bring him up. Do not bring him up. Now y'all can pick up your conversation.
I'm just saying this. This whole situation looks fishy when you got Nancy Pelosi refusing to give her phone records of what happened in that day.
Is he damn
Now, the
Jewish
funny thing
though?
about January 6th is I thought we didn't fuck with government. Mind you, most of the people that was in that situation,
Man, Mon, China.
Marshall's gonna kick me again. Marshall's gonna kick me.
So if you haven't heard about it up until now, folks, and I'll get into that in the opening salvo in just a moment from now. Mike, welcome to the room. The massive government firings are underway. They call them as everything else in the government. They have a name, and that name
Riff.
can be reduced to something that's easily said in three letters. RIF. Reduction in force. A reduction in force is kind of a kind way, I guess, of saying,
I'm not
you're
sure.
right.
Maybe the one
So we'll take a look at what's going on with all of this, and why it's happening, and whether this is a good thing or a bad thing for the country.
I want to learn this.
And your opinion counts here, so we want to hear from you. We start precisely at the top of the hour, which is literally just seconds away. So welcome to the Critical Thinking Forum. Angelina, you're welcomed up to the stage. Congressman John, you're welcome up to the stage. John is not a congressman. John Kitover is
I'm a candidate, Gary.
from Congress.
Marshall kicked me. Marshall kicked me, little pussy. No, I'm here,
Funny
bitch.
how that works.
I'm here, bitch.
Angelina, we welcomed you up to the stage.
I just want to tell you, Congressman John is Edwin, the dude you don't like in your room. So I know who he is.
I know who he is.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize you did.
Of course I know who he is. We're now at the top of the hour. Welcome to the Critical Thinking Forum. We're here Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time.
Jersey knows who I am.
Oh my gosh. Does Gary not understand English? What do you think about massive government firings underway? What do you think about the massive government firings underway? Yeah. I gotta get the cobwebs out of my brain. We still know. This is an explanation, not an excuse necessarily. I work overnight, and so I actually get up shortly before a gathering in the afternoon to prepare for the room. Sometimes I make mistakes. What do you think about the government firings underway is the question.
sure. I think though I'm English and I'm never gonna understand American politics.
Okay, and LPS, I don't know whether. Hold on, please. Okay, buddy. Apparently.
Yeah.
John,
Dude, that Issa podcast was hilarious.
it was with the Buttercup.
Yeah, you captured a good one on that one. That's a winner. Dude, that shit is so funny. That was really fun. I listened to that whole thing, actually.
So you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you said her accent.
Take my, you put my fucking name in your room title, cunt. And she just used the word buttercup. Just calling her a cunt because she used the word buttercup in her room title. What a fucking crazy bitch. I don't know.
It's a long weekend for me because of Columbus Day. You know, the Italians are winning because of Trump's executive order.
Yeah. Well, in Chicago, they took down this Columbus statue, unfortunately, and they
Fascist pigs.
and they also destroyed like the whole area. So like, I don't know, there was some news article about it. I can't remember, but
That'd be cool if we get a new mayor.
Did you see that the Nobel Peace Prize winner dedicated her Nobel Prize to Trump?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Somebody on my YouTube wrote, "Why are you doing this, bro? You aren't getting back up on stage." So I've been reading a lot of poetry every morning now for like many days straight. We're halfway through this book, and
Hey, you never read that poem that I recommended.
well, I
I
screenshotted it and then I put it on YouTube as a video called Gnosis something or other, and it got like 200 views. So I have it stored because I would lose the link.
It's the polarity of opposites. It's a really good poem.
Yeah, I would read it, but I am focused. You know, you have made some suggestions to me in the past, which have not turned out so great. So I'm a little weary, you know, receiving anything from that fucking Longmont. And I have I must have gone crazy off of Longmont Potion Castle because I have so many videos up about Longmont Potion Castle, and so many people leave comments like, "You piece of shit! How dare you, use Longmont Potion?" Everybody is so angry when they find out that it's not real Longmont Potion Castle. It's somebody doing like a spoof of his content, but yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy that, he got kind of addicted to, like, that's kind of what you do, but he has, like, sound effects, like,
Yeah.
he can, like...
He's funny. I see. If he was on Clubhouse, he'd be everybody's favorite on Clubhouse.
Like, I told you, right, like, I have, like, a voice changer and stuff,
Yeah.
So, so, you never know who I am on here.
Well, it's hard having a conversation in general on this app. I mean, it is really a black app in many ways. I mean, I was just in this room, 48% of you all.
Like kids. Like, I mean, I don't make it so complex and try to sound so sophisticated, but it's really just that simple. Because that's something that children will do in a concert. I have one adults that drove 200 miles across the country just to peacefully protest like President Trump said, and nothing more. Unless you already out of the sound your heart, it feels like you're trying to persuade me in a crowd to jump in this building just because they have something to do with you. I'm innocent. And yeah, I'm here to protest, but you're a fucking fool. Why would I move with you?
Well, everybody needs to learn the truth of the earth and go within and take the deepest breath of the day and hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 11, 10, 9, 9.
Nowadays will sit there and rewatch footage over and over again. Wait for more footage to get uploaded. Oh, you see this? Oh, look that. Why that white man let that white...
A white man? Can't he just be an American? Take a breath, everybody. Breathe. You made it. It's Friday. You got the weekend. You survived another week of this hell and the Trump. Take a breath. Deepest breath of the day. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness is...
Don't bring him back up, okay? All right, thank you.
Emotions and stuff can't be stirred by people is extremely short-sighted. I've seen it happen all the time. It's a big crowd outside. One person starts getting rowdy, then the whole crowd starts getting rowdy. That happens all the time, bro.
We're in Gary Palmer's room. Stankin' Rankin, Marshall Rankin in his cheetah jacket. He thinks he's fucking Austin Powers or something.
Oh, hey, Danny. I just got riffed. That means fired. Fired!
Well, we can't hear the critical thinking forum right now for some reason. We're going to try to go back in. But I also have to have a hard out because I got to send in an email. Actually, to my former
Rude individual.
regarding my
Get to
termination.
the other side of the pond with you. You're done on the stage. Don't put your hand up. We're not going to bring you back on. Holy cow. Did I not explain how this room works? I know not everybody. I've gotten emails from people who do not appreciate the way I run the room.
Anson Burlingame sent him an email.
The way I run the room, and if it's not, and I will say this in British English, your cup of tea, then go to another room. You don't have to disrupt this room for people who do appreciate the way this room is run. Okay, so it's the first. I'm sorry, not the first. The current term of the Supreme Court just opened this week. So ultimately, I think a lot of these questions are going to be resolved by the Supreme Court, and I don't think any of us can predict how that's going to go. So I suspect that there will be challenges to these reductions in force because Congress has authorized and mandated these levels of staffing. And so that's the budget within which the executive has to work. He's saying, well, I'm going to override Congress. And he's getting a lot of support from the Republicans, especially in the House. The House Speaker, I don't know how he manages to face the squeeze that he is in. I don't envy him that position, but you know, these guys, they fight for that position because it's second in line to the presidency. That's an important position, Speaker of the House. So that's where we are today, and I think I'm expressing from my perspective a level of confusion or lack of understanding over exactly why this is happening, and maybe some of you have greater insight into all of this. So I'm anxiously waiting to hear what you have to say. So more hands up, that would be great. I know now I'm going to call people in the order in which I see them on the stage, in which people will speak one at a time. And I don't know if people would.
Okay, he's not gonna bring me up. I'm just gonna play the Dao De Jing, and then I have to go to my other room and get some work done.
Hey, John, what was like my art profile collection on Clubhouse?
Let's see. We got a lot. Nice. SMLEs. That's nice. That's nice. Nice. Cool. Well, that's a good one. I screenshot that one. Actually, I should probably screenshot more because you know what's really cool is you can put any photo into Grok or YouTube and turn it into a video. These would be really good prompts.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, it's great for content spam production.
Spamming our way to glory. More better
Well, you know what they say, the sage, he talks as much as he can because he's trying to get the wisdom out.
Well, it's just a paradox because the thing is with a book club, you don't need a teacher. You can be your own teacher. Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for his book, The Marvel. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a cool one. Ooh, Bubble Boy.
Yeah, I decided to post good photos. I'm pursuing aesthetics. That's one of the aspects of philosophy.
Yeah, you have to change up how to waste your time and do proper sentences. I mean, because it really does come down to keywords and people finding it.
So the issue is, I'm paper pushing during the day, and I'm using remote control to my PC laptop.
I've done that before, yeah. Well, I used to do that. Yeah. I used to go home and just relax at home and then watch The Office from my webcam and do remote, and then one girl at work one time was like,
John Kitover's webcam is on. He's like watching us in the office from home or something.
and I heard her say it, and then like I literally got terminated like 2 weeks later after that. But they fired everybody. But that was like,
Hey, Diogenes, did you see that YouTube video that I posted about he says Guatemala? It was today. It was pretty funny. Like,
yeah, you'll like that one.
yeah, he wants some drama.
Yeah, that would be a good one to play right now, actually.
And then also, like, I think like BB and Buttercup are, they finally made up.
Okay, you want to hear this poem, The Thunder Perfect Mind?
I do.
Okay, here we go. I was sent forth from the power, and I have come to those who reflect upon me, and I have been found among those who seek me. Look upon me, you who reflect upon me, and you hearers, hear me. You who are waiting for me, take me to yourselves. Do not banish me from your sight. Do not make your voice hate me, nor your hearing. Do not be ignorant of me anywhere or any time. Be on your guard. Do not be ignorant of me. For I am the first and the last. I am the honored one and the scorned one. I am the whore and the holy one. I am the wife and the virgin. I am the mother and the daughter. I am the members of my mother. I am the barren one, and many are her sons. I am she whose wedding is great, and I have not taken a husband. I am the midwife, and she who does not bear. I am the solace of my labor pains. That's a little bit blacked out. I am the slave of him who prepared. I am solace of my labor pain. I am the bride and the bridegroom, and it is my husband who begot me. I am the mother of my father, and the sister of my husband, and he is my offspring. I am the slave of him who prepared me. I am the ruler of my offspring, but he is the one who begot me before the time on a birthday, and he is my offspring in due time, and my power is from him. I am the staff of his power in his youth, and he is the rod of my old age, and whatever he wills happens to me. I am the silence that is incomprehensible, and the idea whose remembrance is frequent. I am the voice whose sound is manifold, and the word whose appearance is multiple. I am the utterance of my name. Why? You who hate me, do you love me and hate those who love me? You who deny me, confess me, and you who confess me, deny me. You who tell the truth about me, lie about me. You who have lied about me, tell the truth about me. You who know me, be ignorant of me, and those who have not known me, let them know me. For I am knowledge and ignorance, I am shame and boldness, I am shameless, I am ashamed. For I am knowledge and ignorance, I am shame and boldness, I am shameless, I am ashamed. I am strength and I am fear, I am war and peace, give heed to me. I am the one who is disgraced, and the great one. Give heed to my poverty and my wealth. Do not be arrogant to me when I am cast out upon the earth. You will find me in those that are to come. Do not look upon me on the dung heap, nor go and leave me cast out. You will find me in the kingdoms. Do not look upon me when I am cast out among those who are disgraced and in the least places, nor laugh at me. Do not cast me out among those who are slain in violence. But I am compassionate, and I am cruel. Be on your guard. Do not hate my obedience, and do not love my self-control. My weakness do not forsake me. Do not be afraid of my power. For why do you despair my fear and curb my pride? But I am she who exists in all fears and strength and trembling. I am she who is weak, and I am warm and pleasant place. I am senseless, and I am wise. Why have you hated me in your counsels? For I shall be silent among those who are silent, and I shall appear and speak. Why then have you hated me, you Greeks? Because I am a barbarian among the barbarians? For I am the wisdom of the Greeks, the knowledge of the barbarians. I am the judgment of the Greeks and of the barbarians. I am the one whose image is great in Egypt, the one who has no image among the barbarians. I am the one who has been hated everywhere, who has been loved everywhere. I am the one whom they call life, and you have called death. I am the one whom they called law, and you have called lawlessness. I am the one whom you have pursued, and I am the one whom you have seized. I am the one whom you have scattered. You have gathered me together. I am the one before whom you have been ashamed. You have been shameless to me. I am she who does not keep festival, and I am she whose festivals are many. I am godless, and I am the one whose God is great. I am the one whom you have reflected. Hold on a second. Yeah.
I don't have the time to write a full story, and also like I'm gathering some more of the full story. And like there's like obviously lawsuits on lawsuits on lawsuits. So it's just not smart for me to like prematurely do something when like I'm trying to do things right. But I want to put out like a little just like I'm coming back post, and so I'm wondering if I can use your creative juices on like just like a funny like 1 3 sentence thing to say. Just like like rumors of our death have been greatly exaggerated, like something like that. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next. Like, give them a time frame because, like, for sure by next week I'll have something. I want to put something out because my first article won't get that many views, and so I want to put out like just like you can do a short note on Substack, and so I want to do like a short note. Being like,
you really gotta do YouTube, man. I'm telling you, like a podcast format, a professional podcast format. In the same way that 560 does their stupid shit on the fucking radio, dude, you could do it on YouTube and just make it professional.
I've done it before. I've done the Max Rice Tonight and the Rising Beach Show, so I've done it before, and I will do it again. But like for the moment, I got the Illinois record, and like I agree that is like short-term plans. But there's a few things I need, like technology-wise, because I've done videos. I definitely need to not do it from my laptop. And then I also need to like basically like how I did the first time and would blow me up is like blind email like 50 to 100 famous people and like 4 responded and that was fine and awesome. And even someone like kind of famous like James Altucher, like I fucked up and I forgot to
Altucher.
And we did a whole podcast I forgot to record, but he was gracious enough to re-record. But I got the guy that did the Jeffrey Epstein story, the guy that broke the Black Book. I interviewed him like 2015.
Well, the problem is you don't have any videos on your YouTube. You need shorts, you need lives, you need videos.
I have different YouTube channels, dude. And like some of it taken off. I have experience in this field.
I get it, but what I'm telling you is we're wasting our time because we've already talked about this today for 20 minutes. 20 minutes could have been a podcast.
No. So I'm asking you specific advice. Because don't even worry about that story. That story's happening. And I'm doing it the right way and doing it the cool way. But like, what I'm wondering, because you understand legacy and I understand the intention, what's like a good, like, compelling 3-sentence narrative I can send out today?
I don't know. Run it to Grok, run it to ChatGPT. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, just kind of like, because I want to tease that I'm coming next week. Because if I just publish something out of nowhere, because it's been like 5 fucking months, it's not going to get views. But if I say like, hey, Thursday, watch out on Thursday, then that thing will get views. And so I need to kind of do a tease before Shabbat.
Yeah, you can do a teaser, but I mean,
Yeah.
Anyways, well,
That's what I'm
consider this phone call the teaser then, because it's on a YouTube short. You're 2 minutes and 50 seconds in.
Well, YouTube Shorts should know that, like, we're doing the, Illinois Records coming back.
Illinois record is coming back. He's
Yeah,
coming.
Hey, like, rumors of our death have been greatly exaggerated, and we do things right. We don't rush things.
They don't rush the story.
Before Shabbat, people's lives are at stake.
They don't lose their tools in the mud. They don't go wasting their time digging around.
No,
They do the job right.
We're just digging, and then when we see oil, when we strike oil, we provide. Then we'll fill up your car. So we're not we're not like that. We're not the Daily Mail.
Why don't we do a podcast in a sukkah?
We could, but like I'm not interested in gabbing, because Rambam said that like Torah L'Shon Hara is kind of like the wasted speech that you were talking about earlier.
We'll see.
It's like wasted speech is just as bad as lying.
Well, you're not wasting it.
I'm trying to expose things.
Well, you're not wasting it. That's a fact. Because
True.
I'm bottling it. I'm into bottling it.
We can talk about the Bears. I don't want to.
People say, you live stream everything. I say, that's not live stream. I'm on the bottling business. I take what you say, I put it in a bottle, and I try to sell it.
You do good. John. You're a kid. What's it called?
I can be your Shabbos Goy.
You are what?
I can be your Shabbos Goy podcaster.
You're not, because I consider you a yid.
It's not work if you don't hit upload short. If your Goy does it for you, it's kosher.
You're not a goy though. Like I can consider a patriarchal lineage for Judaism. So I personally consider you a Jew.
You know, I went to this American Jewish Committee event, and I said, everybody was introducing themselves, and I said, my father is Jewish, my mother is gorgeous, and I said it's always been, rather bothersome to me that some people think I'm a Jew, some people don't think I'm a Jew, and I don't know, I feel that I'm Jewish, and then somebody came up to me at the event afterwards, and they were like, John, if one of your parents is Jewish, that's good enough for me. I was like, oh, thank you.
No, I'm not like that. I'm just saying I have a controversial belief that I think that it should be patriarch. And the reason why they do the matriarchal is because, like, back in the day, the woman would set the household. Mm-hmm. That's not necessarily how it works anymore. It's like, that's kind of what they meant. It's like, because even Moshe Rabbeinu, rest his spirit, married, not a Jewish woman, but he's the man of the house. And so he's like, woman, here's how we're setting up the house.
Well,
and so it was just kind of assumed if you betrothed some girl, that she became Jewish.
Well,
and so like your dad was a real man, security man, and so I think you kind of were raising like were you in a Jewish household?
A little bit, but it has nothing to do with halakha. It's a story.
There's halakha in DNA. Is like the reason why I can't trace my sister or my mother's ancestry or my grandmother's is because they're XX. You and I are XY. You can trace that Y all the way down. And that Y is a yid. Your Y stands for yid. For yidding.
Well, see, this is
100%.
the thing. Judaism wants to make women feel special, to give them a place of prominence.
Well, they are. I wasn't down talking women.
I'm not down talking women either. However, you do realize the statement, you're only Jewish if your mother is Jewish, is actually just something to say to women. Like, real men know that if you have a son or a daughter, you're going to educate your child the way that child needs to be educated with the law. So
you're saying Moshe Rabbeinu and King David's kids aren't Jewish? Get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here. So Solomon's kids?
Well,
get the heck
so
out of here.
It's really something that women love to fall back on, saying, well, you're not Jewish if your mother's not Jewish. It's like, bitch, do you read a book? Have you ever read the Tanya? Have you ever read the Torah?
No. That's what, but also it kind of angers me too. It's because there's a lot of liberal Jews out there. I think Judaism is a blessing. It's not blood. And that's why it was passed on as blood. Like Abraham had to decide, Isaac or Ishmael for the blessing. Esau, I really think it's more blessing, not blood. And So that's part of it too. Is that a lot of Jews think it's just like you were born into it. But no, it's a religion. Like I'm not. It's not a country or like an ethnicity. It's a religion. Like I do believe that if a Jew kind of rebukes Hashem, then you're not Jewish. And I also think you can be trans Jewish. You can convert. You can leave. You can hopscotch. It's not like they kind of like equate it like it's like a race. It's not. It's religion.
Well,
It's a blessing.
there's a lot of very angry people out there that can't stop talking about the Jews, and I find it amazing.
Yeah, I gotta call it JDS.
Yeah, it is Jewish derangement syndrome.
But there also is ASDS, and that's been going on for like a decade.
What's AS?
Anti-Semitism derangement syndrome, where everything's anti-Semitic. There is, and I've experienced it. I've been called the K word this year. That's not fun. Like that's definitely not fun. Or just to be like trolled if you're wearing a kippah and stuff like that. It's not fun. Like I've experienced it. Other people experience it worse. But like, we're not the only people that get shit on for our characteristics. Fat people do. Short people do. Gay people do. Black people do. Mexicans do. Polish. It's like crazy. It's not like the only thing. Like, so I think there is like two, and also like I got in a fight with one anti-Semitism group because they tried to say that this guy that was like pro-Gaza, a pro-Gaza football player on defense sacked a quarterback that wasn't Jewish but was pro-Israel, and they tried to say it was like anti-Semitism. I'm like, you got ASD, you got ASDS.
Well,
You are out of your mind. Not everything's anti-Semitism. Not everything's racist. Not everything's the Jews. A lot of things are just like a lot more simple.
see, everybody's trying to play the spy, and everyone is trying to capture the highest level of intelligence. But unfortunately, if you have JDS, in many ways, that's like saying you're an atheist. And so,
Well, no, that's like the interesting thing about people that believe in the devil is they're not atheists. It's like the devil does want people to be atheists, and that's like one of the greatest tricks that Hashem does is real. But like the true Luciferians, not the Satanists, the Luciferians, are the ones that understand that God is real, and they take the side of the Satan, of the snake, of Allah.
Mhm.
And so there's a lot of people that like are just angry at God, and like the Jews are that's kind of crazy to see. Like Jews are better than anyone else. But they are God's people, and we're supposed to do it like a certain task. And I think it's interesting that, like, I personally think a lot of it's linked to cocaine and crystal meth and prescription drugs. Because, like, no, I'm serious. Like, that's what got Hitler all fucked up on the Jews. Is he was on meth and Adderall and stuff. And I really think that, like, certain drugs, like, kind of have you, like, talking to a demon, and, like, what's the demon gonna tell you? Kill yourself, kill other people, kill the Jews.
Yeah.
So they
A lot of
people,
all
the societies that end up doing like those kind of drugs, even like the Mayans, the Incas, it's not even just kill the Jews. It's all just like like all the transgender stuff is part of that. I think a lot of it actually traces back to drugs, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Certain drugs, especially the man-made drugs.
Yeah. Well, until people realize the value of the gymnasium and the books, they're going to go for the quick fix. And the medical industrial complex pushes you to psychiatrics and psychiatrists, etc.
My grandmother, rest her soul, who I believe you met, and you probably would have paid so much money for her to be alive right now. Because one of the greatest signature gatherers of all time, and a political volunteer for like 50 years, just for fun, not for money. My grandma Debbie, she was someone that, like, unfortunately, when she was like 16 years old, she was addicted to like a weight loss pill because you could buy over the counter called Obitrol, and she was addicted to that pill from 16 to 46. And like it definitely like added challenges to her life. You would have to think. And then she ended up like getting divorced and going to rehab at the same time. And I'm not gonna blame the pill on that, but like one could, and it's like it obviously didn't help. But regardless, like she did get better from that. And the government, to their credit, they got rid of this drug called Obitrol. But then another company called Adderall bought it. This fucking said like, hey, well, this is for ADD. And all this shit my grandma went through is fine because now it's just like a potential side effect or risk to solve like the important medical issue of ADD. How much bullshit is that?
Well, a lot of people,
Adderall's the fucking weight loss drug from the 60s that my grandma was hooked on. Same thing. No difference.
well, I mean, I went through college without Adderall, and my roommate was on Adderall, and he was definitely prone to explosive rage.
I
But
got in a fight in a stand-up show because of Adderall. Because I technically have ADD, so I'm someone that should be on Adderall. But it would be really bad because it's a street drug.
well, people take Adderall, they grind their teeth down, they put out a gazillion words, and they call that productivity. It's not productivity. You're just doing hyperanalysis because your brain is flooded with chemicals, which are making gigahertz go through the roof. I don't know, part of life is relaxation, and unfortunately, if you speed yourself up so much to go to work, etc., really what people need to do is work on their personality and their attitude, not the chemical.
It's a lot easier to nuke it though. Like fuck it, take some Adderall. And like especially if it's a Nazi society like Germany, because it wasn't just Hitler. It's all the Nazis, the entire soldier base was on Adderall.
Yeah.
And that's why Blitzkrieg doesn't work and Russia doesn't work. Because Adderall is great for Blitzkrieg. It's not great for 3 weeks.
Well,
Because the human body's the human body. It's like Adderall is great for 2 weeks. Good luck doing it for a semester. That's what the Nazis learned. That's for Hashem.
well,
For Hashem.
all right. Well, listen. Anything else you want to say? Because I have to get to my other office and fill out these affidavits. Did you get your FOIA request replied to?
I have several FOIAs floating, so I'm very excited for that. I just wanted your creative juices on like what should be our welcome back messages. I want to put some out before Shabbat, just to let people know.
Just put a
Because
picture of.
If not, it's just gonna it's not gonna get the proper reach. And also, people are worried about me. I've heard that I'm being blackmailed. I'm paid by J.D. Pritzker.
Oh, we
I'm
know
paid
all
by
that.
Joe Severino. All this nonsense. He's worried about me too. Absolutely. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, no, the streets have me. Yes, like the streets are on my side. But yeah, I've been hearing on social media that the Democrats and Joe Severino and the LG. And shout out to Joe. No disrespect towards Joe.
It's so funny. I keep promoting
I'm not
him.
looking for anyone.
I keep promoting Joe Severino at all costs just because everybody seems to want to shit on him after I post. And
well, that's why we have to give him his respect and flowers. It's like part of the reason why he's I've heard a lot of people are working for him, quote unquote, is because he does such a good job of getting in their mind.
What do you know about his?
It's crazy.
What do you know about his sister?
He's just telling us the truth.
His sister works. His sister works for the Department of Justice.
Didn't know that. See, apparently, I'm working for him and all these people, and I'm working with the Democrats. I don't know. It's crazy. I didn't know that, but I respect him. I've known him since 2018 as a candidate, not as
It's either his sister or his wife. I don't know.
Could be.
Or
But
ex-wife.
I've seen him in when you see someone in situations that are high pressure and how you react, you either gain respect for them or you lose respect for them. And I have gained respect seeing him in different electoral situations.
Mm-hmm.
And he always kind of has been someone that spoke truth to power and wasn't a wussy every time. And so he even technically with I never saw him as an adversary, but when we first ran, he thought I was running the 10th district, and so he was shit talking me. So funny. And I obviously talk crap back because that's just for him to me. But I respected that. He's an actual.
So wait, Terry Newsom, you said Terry Newsom got maced?
How funny is that? Let's go. How funny is that? You know Ed Anthony, the guy that threatens me, he makes fun of you, threatens me, threatens my dad.
I don't know.
Ben Ferozio. I call him Lieutenant Technet. He was in the Navy for 10 years, intelligence. Fat, weird. Just says the most. I sent you some messages he sent me that were just absolutely it should be illegal. I think they work for the feds. That's why I don't report them because I feel it's just kind of worthless. But
So they're speaking at an anti-Semitism rally, which is an absolute joke. And I don't think the organization knew. They just kind of just accepted it. But and then the organization was peaceful for the most part, from all that I've heard. But Terry and the suspected feds go to the other side and are starting crap with the liberals, and they try to mace them. And this guy is such an idiot. The wind blew back with the spray, not the gel. Terry, he's crying. Poured milk on him. It's on the radio.
Wow.
I mean, on the TV, yeah. But that was accidental. But also, it shouldn't be why are they trying to start fights? They're not Jewish. They hate Jews. He's so freaking he picks me out for being Jewish. He takes me with the kippah. He has a meme with me with all the black hat people. He told my dad was a clearly Jew that's never been to fight in his life, but it isn't true. Man, I went to Robbie Lee High School in a single parent household. Fuck him. My dad grew up a hard life, and definitely was being a Jew in Texas wasn't easy. And but Terry's an anti-Semite, but because he's so desperate, he just was or a Fed, is just trying to get close to every political group.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably desperation. I bet you he's not a Fed.
No, I think he's a not-for-profit. I think most of the Fed is hiring third-party companies that are private contractors. He's not doing this shit for fun. All these people aren't. They're driving 2 hours a week, all this time, putting themselves in physical danger. And if you actually talk about politics, they don't care about politics. They don't give a shit about politics. I'm 95% for certain he's pro-abortion.
Huh.
So he gives a shit about he says he just thinks the Democrat Party is too extreme. But look how he behaves.
Yeah.
Extremism, and then he was in gangs. He told me I have the text. He said he was in Latin gangs.
Oh really?
And so,
Terry was?
What? He said in prison he was in Latin gangs.
Oh my
and
god.
I do think he infiltrated because he only served 2 years for all this coke and grenade stuff. And so yeah, he did infiltrate he missed out infiltrating the Latin Kings to me, but also the Cali cartel, which was the second generation of Pablo Escobar. And he got to start with the Chicago outfit, but I believe that he wasn't snitching on the outfit. He instead snitched on people from different countries, because that's what racists do. So it doesn't matter. I snitched on them, not you guys. But he ended up snitching on the Chicago outfit too. I call him two-time CI. Terry Newsom. He's they were having sex with my wife. That's his excuse.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is all public information, no slander. So if I'm guilty of slander, then Terry's guilty of slander. So you got to sue us both. But no, I'm talking to you because it's YouTube Live. So this is a podcast.
Nobody's watching it, unfortunately, but I am clipping it.
Fine. Yeah, I'm giving you some nuggets, but these are all factual, so you can look it up on your own. If not, just watch. I had the unfortunate task of listening to his YouTube channel, and I gave myself the task, no bad actor. And the good news is, YouTube gives the ability to give transcripts now.
Mm-hmm.
Even probably your videos, you can kind of see the transcript.
Yeah.
And so you click the transcript, then you can Command F, key search words. And so anyone listening and yourself, that's a very powerful tool. Because I literally was listening to Terry's podcast on 3 times boring. It's so just full of crap. But I wanted to map out the lies because he has such a big mouth that he, fortunately or unfortunately, either lies or says stuff that incriminates himself. So it just doesn't look good either way.
It's kind of funny how even that George Dinehart, he has no views, no subscribers. Even my podcast with him only got 67 views, but yet we all know that stirring the pot is all we got. I mean, when you have no business, it's okay, who cares? Just go balls to the walls and create some controversy.
Well, I told you, I hope you're recording now because I got kicked out 5:60 a.m. And they basically told me that they're against stirring the pot. And that's when like you're part of the problem. You suck. Everyone just wants to preach to the choir. Like, how does that grow America? They just want to talk about that there's going to be fentanyl in the Halloween candy on Halloween. One, like Halloween, we shouldn't even celebrate Halloween.
Well, that's like
That's
telling people.
That's some Celtic pagan nonsense.
Well, if you say don't stir the pot, that's essentially saying don't be political and don't be social. Just go with whatever the complex is telling.
And by the way, this is a penny stock. That's the funniest part. It's straight OTC. It's a penny stock.
Wow.
$28 million.
Wow.
And I told him, I'm like, you're worth 5 Chick-fil-A's. And then you're saying don't stir the pot.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, you're the freaking vegetable oil that's like stored in the back of the Chick-fil-A. You're not even in the pot. You were in the pot like months ago. Now you're vegetable oil that's being sold to some like foreign recycling company. Absolute joke. But like that is like all mainstream media right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised George Soros doesn't buy up 560 AM.
They probably will, because like basically all I said is like I had a whistleblower on there, and I rewatched it. I'm like, nothing even close to illegal was said. It's just all they care about is like their bread and butter, which is not certain. Like they have an acceptable amount of listeners they want, and because like they cater to Republicans, the governor's race is where most of the money goes. And if they piss off any, I don't even think they're supporting Bailey, but if they anger one of the candidates, they can miss out on like huge advertising and like sponsored event owners. And because like this segment made one look so bad that he arguably should be kicked off the ballot, they protected him so quickly. Ridiculous. And he even told me nothing legal. He just told me it was bad radio. He said it was the worst radio he's ever had in 30 years. And I'm like, that's pretty impressive.
It's like saying it's the best radio he's ever had.
No, what's it called? The show preceding us is a Hollywood trivia show. It's a Hollywood trivia. And he said that was the worst show. It's like that whistleblower. And she was challenged too. That's the craziest part. Is I didn't like there was a guy that I think set me up. I didn't even know who he was. And he just like literally the entire time would just go out of his way to like defend Aaron Del Mar every time Aaron Del Mar was mentioned, and then attack this like poor woman out of nowhere. Well, like legally that does satisfy both sides. So like there's no legal concern. This like woman has claimed, and she didn't blame anyone specifically. She was talking about her life. She wasn't even trying to talk about it. I mean, she was. Like, she would have been there if that wasn't, like, what it was agreed upon beforehand. But, like, she got spooked out by this third guy. And I was, like, spooked out, but not as spooked out. And I was like, oh. But then, like, rewatching the tape, like, have you seen any of the clips? Like, that thing was, like, funny if a guy gets drugged. Because I told him, like, this person, like, I've been drugged before, man. It's horrific. He's like, really? A grown man got drugged? That's funny.
Okay, I got a hard out of here. I will talk to you soon. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Okay, take care.